Alright, example 2. I want to solve e to the 3x equals 5 to the 4x. So to do this, I need to try to get them to have the same base. But note, it doesn't seem as though these ones can be written with the same base, since one of them is e and the other one is 5. Neither is factorable, and we can't write them with the same base. So my next step would be to take a log of both sides. Now I say a log because we have a few options. We can take the natural log of both sides since one side is e. We could take log base 5 of both sides since one has a base of 5. Or we could take another log, such as the common log of both sides. But for simplification, we want to take the natural log since one of our bases is already e. So we're going to take the natural log of both sides, and when I do that, I get natural log of e to the 3x equals the natural log of 5 to the 4x. Now I want to use the properties of logs from 5.4 to simplify. So to simplify, I see that I have a power right here. So I'm going to take that power and bring it down to the front. I'm going to use the power property. So I get 3x natural log of e. I'm going to take this power here of 4x and bring it down to the front. So I get 4x is the natural log of 5. Now, on the right-hand side, the natural log of e, if we evaluate that, is 1. So I'm just left with 4x. I'm sorry, 3x on the left-hand side. The right-hand side, I cannot evaluate the natural log of 5 without getting a decimal answer, and I want to avoid using the calculator as much as possible with this section, so I'm going to leave that there for the time being. My next step would be to set one side equal to 0. So I'm going to leave 3x on the left-hand side and subtract 4x minus the natural log of 5 so that the right-hand side becomes 0. Now, I notice that I can factor. X isn't present in both 3x and 4x natural log of 5, so I'm going to take an x out of both of these terms. When I do that, I'm left with 3 minus 4 times the natural log of 5 equals 0. Just that x must equal 0. So I want to solve for x. Now notice that if I evaluate 3 minus 4 times the natural log of 5, I get a constant. So x times anything, x times any constant equals 0, suggests that either this term has to be 0, but this is a constant, or this term has to be 0. So x would have to be 0. 0 times a constant would make it 0. So my solution is that x equals 0, and I can check that. If I check that, I get e to the 3 times 0, 5 to the 4 times 0, and when I evaluate this, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, e to the 0 power, 5 to the 0 power equals 1, so I get both sides equal 1, so this was my solution, and I've finished solving it.